Today's lesson is about operation on functions. So these are the following guidelines that we can use when we are adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing given a set of functions. So given the function of f and function of g, if we're going to add them, so f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. So if we're going to subtract them, we have f minus g of x is equal to f of x minus g of x. So in terms of multiplying, we have f times g of x is equal to f of x times g of x. Let's have the division f all over g of x. So meaning f of x divided by g of x. Okay, given a two function, we can do the operation using these guidelines. Let's have an example. So first, we have the value of f of x is equal to 2x squared plus x minus 3. Okay, our g of x is x minus 1. Okay, let's do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division giving these two function. Let's have number 1. Let's have addition. So giving the function of f and g, we're going to add them. So the format is f of x plus g of x since we're just going to combine them. What is the value of the f of x, or what is the expression of f of x? So we have 2x squared plus x minus 3. Then add the g of x, which is x minus 1. So don't forget the addition sign. Okay, now let's continue. Then let's combine like terms. So since x squared has no like terms there, we're just going to copy it. So you have x here and positive x here also. So x plus x, we have 2x. Then we have the constant negative 3 and negative 1. Since they have the same sign, add them, then copy the sign, we have negative 4. Okay, so as you can see, all the numerical coefficients and the constant are divisible to each other. So meaning they have common factors, so which is 2. So we can simplify this one. So we're just going to divide them by 2 since 2 is the greatest common factor of them all. So for this equation to be simplified, so we will have 2 divided by 2, we have x squared plus x minus 2. So this is our final answer. Okay, now let's proceed to subtraction. So f minus g of x is equal to f of x minus g of x. Okay. So since our f of x is 2x squared plus x minus 3, then minus, then we are going to put a quantity there because since this subtraction, it will change the sign of the given. Okay, so our g of x is x minus 1. Okay, then let's continue. So since there is a parenthesis and we're going to distribute the negative side inside the group, so just distribute the sign. Okay, so we will have 2x squared plus x minus 3. Negative times positive x, you will have negative x. Negative times negative 1, you will have positive 1. Then simplify. Since earlier, x squared has no like terms here, just like on the addition, we're just going to copy it. Then x and x here. So since they have opposite signs, so if we're going to add them, we're going to have a 0. The negative 3 and positive 1, we will have negative 2. As you can see on our answer, they have a common factor which is 2. So ilabas natin si GCF na 2, ang matitira is x squared minus 1. If we're going to distribute this one, si 2, sa loob ng group, babalik tayo sa 2x squared minus 2. So, therefore, this is our final answer. Okay, so let's have multiplication. Okay, let me write again. Our given, we have f of x is equal to 2x squared plus x minus 3. And our g of x, we have x minus 1. Then, let's have multiplication. So we have f multiplied by g of x. You will have f of x times g of, okay, let me erase it, times g of x. Okay, our f of x is 2x squared plus x minus 3. Since it is multiplication, we put parentheses. Parentheses, it signifies multiplication. Then our g of x is x minus 1. Then since it is multiplication, we're just going to distribute the given to the inside the group. Okay, so let's start with 2x squared. 2x squared times x, we will get 2x cubed. 2x squared times negative 1, we will have negative 2x squared. So we're done with the 2x squared. So now let's proceed to x. Positive x times x, we will have x squared. X times negative 1, we will have negative x. Negative 3 times positive x, we will have negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 1, we will have positive 3. Then let's simplify. 2x cubed has no like term, so let's just copy. Negative 2x squared, x squared. What is the like term here? We have x squared. So negative 2x squared plus x squared, we will have negative x squared. Since yung numerical coefficient ng isa is greater than the other, so siya yung magkikarry yung sign. Okay, so this one. I will put other color so you can see it. Okay, here also this one and this one, the variable x. So negative x minus 3x, we will have negative 4x plus 3. Okay, so since we're going to factor this one for us to simplify this, so this is a polynomial, so we can use the factoring by grouping. So as you can see here class, if we're going to group 2x cubed minus x squared, the common factor is x squared. But on the other hand, if we're going to group negative 4x and 3 plus 3, we cannot think of any greatest common factor between them. So we cannot group them. If we are going to group naman si 2x cubed and negative 4x, we will have x. Pag ginroup naman natin si negative x squared and 3, we don't have any common factor that we can take. Okay, so now, if ganun yung magiging idea natin, class, kapag ganun yung mangyayari na wala silang factor sa isa't isa, so, for us to simplify that, we have to think of a number that if we are going to divide on that expression, it has no remainder. Because if you divide a number on that expression that has no remainder, meaning factor niya yon. Kasi divisible siya. It divides. Okay, so again, kapag hindi natin magamit yung factoring by grouping, okay, kasi wala siyang factors class eh. Kahit anong combination ang gawin natin dyan, wala tayong makukuwang greatest common factor. Laging isa lang, hindi natin sila magpapareha. So, hindi natin magagamit yung idea ng factoring by grouping. So, since ganun yung nangyari, we have to think of a number that, or an expression that if we are going to divide it on 2x cubed minus x squared minus 4x plus 3, it has no remainder. So, meaning, kung ano yung makukuha nating divisor and the answer of that is the factor of the 2x cubed minus x squared minus 4x plus 3. So I hope you get me. Okay, now let me think. So the first thing that we're going to do, let's try 1 or x minus 1. Let's try x minus 1 first. Okay, so pag hindi nag-work out sa x minus 1, let's try other more. Okay? So, parang sa even lang yan, class. If you're going to simplify a fraction and you don't know how to get the greatest common factor at nakita mong even yan, you always starts with 2. Okay? Since this is an odd, so let's start with 1. Okay? So, let's have x minus 1. Okay? So, we're going to divide it x minus 1. So, we have 2x cubed minus x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay? So, x divided by 2x cubed. So, 2x cubed over x. The answer is 2x squared. Okay? Again, let's have a review on the loss of exponent. According to the quotient rule of law of exponent, m raised to a all over m raised to b is equal to m raised to a minus b. Pag same base sa quotient, you're just going to subtract the exponent. Okay? So, we'll have 2x squared. So, since the degree of this one is 2, we have to align it. Dito natin siya ilalagay sa taas ni negative x squared. So, we have 2x squared. Negative 2x squared times x, papababa na tayo, class. We have 2x cubed. 2x squared times negative 1, we will have negative 2x squared. Then, let's have subtraction. Then, we're going to distribute the negative sign inside the group. Negative times positive 2x cubed, the answer is negative 2x cubed. Negative times negative 2x squared, the answer is positive 2x squared. So, since 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, the answer here is 0. So, it can cancel out. Negative x squared plus 2x, the answer is positive x squared. Okay, so we will have positive x squared. Okay, now let's bring down negative 4x. Then let's continue. X divided by x squared. Kung nalilito kayo sa ganong class, you just rewrite on the side of your solution, x squared over x. Same base, subtract ang exponent according to quotient rule. So, we have x. So, plus x since positive si x. So, x, bababa na tayo. X times x, we have x squared. X times negative 1, we have negative x. Then, subtract. Distribute si negative sa loob ng group. So, we will have positive and negative. Positive, sorry. Let me correct myself, people. Let me erase it first. So, we will have here negative and this one will become positive. So, this one is equal to 0. Negative 4x plus x, we will have negative 3x. Then, let's bring down positive 3. Okay. Negative 3x. Okay. Negative 3x over x, we will have negative 3. So, negative 3. Negative 3 times x, we will have negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 1, we will have positive 3. Then, subtract. Let's distribute the sign inside. We will have positive and negative. Then, equals to 0. Because negative 3x plus 3x is 0, positive 3 minus 3 is 0. So, it has no remainder. So, meaning class, si x minus 1, which is our divisor, and the quotient that we get is the factors of 2x cubed minus x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay, so let us write here. So, we have x minus 1, then 2x squared plus x minus 3. So, since x minus 1 is already in the simplest form, let's take a look on the other factor, which is 2x squared plus x minus 3. Okay, so as you can see, class, it has a factor. So let's use the AC method. Okay, let's use the AC method. Our A is 2, our B is 1, our C is negative 3. Our AC is 2 times 3. So it is 6. Our B is 1. Okay? So 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, that's our AC. Then now, class, we have to think all the factors of 6 that if we add, we will get 1. So let's list down. We have 3 times 2. We have 1 times 6, so on and so forth. So as you can see here, class, we can say that 3 and 2, we can use that to get 1. Okay? So, since we need positive 1, so na kay 3 ang negative sign. Na kay 2 ang positive. If we going to add negative 3 plus 2, we will get negative 1. If we are going to multiply negative 3 times 2, we will get negative 6. Okay. So, negative 6 ang makukuha natin. Ang target natin, positive 6. Okay. So, okay, let me correct. So, instead na kay negative 3, ang negative sign dapat na kay negative 2. Okay. So, let's try it again. Pag si 3 ang positive, si negative 2 ang negative. So, 3 plus negative 2, the answer is positive 1. So, pasok tayo kay B. Okay, nalito ako class. Kala ko negative 1. Yun pala, positive. Okay, so anyway, let's proceed. So, positive 3 times negative 2, the answer is okay, I know where we got wrong. Okay. Our C is negative. So, suppose dapat 2 times negative 3. So, our AC is negative 6. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, okay, tama na tayo, class. So, we have positive 3 and negative 2. If we add them, 3 minus 2, we will get positive 1. If you're going to multiply them, 3 times negative 2, we have negative 6. Okay. So, ang ating factors is 3 and negative 2. Okay, so let's do the first solution na lang, class. So, we will have a binomial, 2 binomial, then copy the leading term, which is 2x and 2x. Then, input natin yung factors na nakuha natin. We have positive 3 and negative 2. Okay, then let's simplify. Si 2x plus 3, we don't have any factor na pwede nating masimplify, but the other one, meron, which is 2. Then, we will get x minus 1, and the other one is 2x plus 3. Okay, para sure tayo, class, let us check. Let me do the FOIL method here. We have 2x times x, we will have 2x squared. 2x times negative 1, we have 2x, negative 2x. 3 times x, we will have 3x. 3 times negative 1, we have negative 3. So, we will have 2x squared minus positive x minus 3. Okay, so bumalik tayo. Okay, good. So, meaning our final answer is x minus 1 and 2x plus 3, x minus 1. Okay, so that's it. That is our final answer. Now, let's proceed to division. Okay, let's proceed to division. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Okay. Let me write again our given f of x is equal to 2x squared plus x minus 3. And our g of x, we have x minus 1. Okay, so let's have the division given the two function, which is f and g of x. So f of x all over g of x. Okay, so we have 2x squared plus x minus 3 all over x minus 1. Okay, so let's do the long division. Okay, our divisor is x minus 1. Okay, 2x squared plus x minus 3. By the way, class, you have to remember when you are dividing a function or an algebraic expression, class, kailangan ng degree ng nasa loob, class, is sunod-sunod. Kailangan sunod-sunod sila, consecutive sila. As you can see here, class, we have 2, 1, and 0. Okay, 2, 1, and 0. For example, what if kung kulang? Okay, let's say we have 2x cubed plus x minus 3. So all you have to do, substitute. So we have 2x cubed plus 0x squared plus x minus 3. So now, sunod-sunod na sila, class. So we have 3, we have 2, we have 1, and we have 0. Okay, laging tatandaan yun, class, ha. Yung nasa loob ng division sign, kailangan sunod-sunod ang degree. Kapag may na-missing, in between, you have to substitute. Siyempre, hindi mo naman malalaman na may nawawala sa unahan kasi nasa unahan eh. So, wala tayong pakialam dun, class. Basta in between hanggang kay constant. Okay? So, okay. Let's proceed. So, x divided by 2x squared. So, 2x squared all over x, we will have 2x. So, align kung anong degree. Since it is 1, doon natin ilalagay si answer. So, 2x. Multiply 2x times x, we will have 2x squared. 2x times negative 1, we will have negative 2x. Then, subtract. Okay, distribute sa negative sign sa loob, magiging negative, magiging positive. So, this one is equal to 0. X plus 2x, we will have 3x. Then, bring down negative 3. 3x divided by x, we will have 3. So, positive 3. 3 times 3 times x, we will have 3x. 3 times negative 1, we will have negative 3. Then, minus sign. Distributes in negative sign sa loob ng group, and we will have negative and we will have positive. So, 3x minus 3x is 0. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So, our answer here is 2x plus 3. Okay, also, class, you can use the synthetic division, but I'm advising everyone to use the long division. Okay? So, kaya mahalaga ang ranking. Mahalaga ang sunod-sunod yung degree ng nasa loob ng division sign. Okay? So, we have sa synthetic division, class, all you have to do is to put all the numerical numbers. We have 2, we have 1, and we have negative 3. So, 2, let me change the color of my pen first. Okay. So, I have 2, 1, and negative 3. So, ang ating divisor, since we have x minus 1, so we're just going to equate it to 0. We will have x is equal to 1. So, 1. So, all you have to do is bring down the first numerical number, which is 2, first numerical, which is 2. 2 times 1, we will have 2. Then, eto, class, add. Okay, add siya. So, 1 plus 2, we will have 3. Then, 3 times 1, we will have positive 3. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Yung nasa dulo, class, that is our remainder. Okay, katabi ni remainder lagi ay si constant. Katabi ni constant, si linear. Katabi ni linear ay si quadratic, quadratic, cubic, quartic, quintic. Okay, so this is since katabi ni remainder ay si constant, so therefore it is positive 3 kasi plus 3 yung nakuha natin. Positive si 3 dyan. So, katabi niya dyan si linear. So, ang degree ng linear ay 1. So, we will have 2x. Okay? So we will have 2x plus 3. Okay, let's have another example. So I have here f of x is equal to x minus 1 x squared. I have g of x is equal to 1 over x. And the last one, we have h of x is equal to 3x plus 5. So as you can see, class, tatlo na yung function natin. So let's get the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, let's have number 1, addition. So all we have to do is to add them together. Okay, so f plus g of h of x is equal to f of x plus g of x plus h of x. Okay, so we will have x minus 1 all over x squared plus 1 over x plus 3x plus 5. Since kung napansin nyo class, no, lahat sila fractions. So, yung si 3x plus 5, i-over 1 na natin. Then, let's get the LCD since the LCD here is x squared. Okay? X squared. So, since same na sila ng denominator, so copy nyo na lang, plus x squared divided by x, we will have x, then x times 1 is x. X squared divided by 1, the answer is x squared times 3x plus 5. So, hindi ko siya din diretso class. Okay, then let's simplify that. We have x minus 1 plus x plus, distribute natin class. We have 3x cubed plus x squared plus 5. We will have plus 5x squared all over x squared. Then, let's simplify. I-arrange natin class. We have 3x cubed plus 5x squared. Since wala silang mga like terms, we're just going to copy. Si variable x, meron siyang like terms. So, x plus x, we will have plus 2x, then minus 1. Okay, all over x squared. So, this is our final answer. Okay, let's have subtraction. So, we have f minus g minus h of x is also equal to f of x minus g of x minus h of x. Okay, so let me write the equal sign here. So, since hindi na siya kasya. Okay, so x minus 1 all over x squared minus, we have 1 over x minus, we have 3x plus 5 all over 1. Nilagyan ko na siya ng 1 class ha, since yung mga kasama niya is a rational function. So, meaning fraction sila. Okay, then let's simplify. X minus 1 all over x squared minus 1 all over x minus 3x minus 5 all over 1. Okay, then let's get the LCD, which is x squared. X squared, since same na sila, copy na lang natin class. Then x squared divided by x, we will have x times 1, we will have negative x. X squared divided by 1, the answer is x squared. Okay, so since negative yan, negative x squared times 3x minus 5. Okay. Okay, let's proceed. We have x minus 1 minus x negative 3x cubed plus 5. Okay, let me see. Recheck ka natin class kung may mali tayo. Okay, ganito para hindi tayo malito. Okay, let me erase this one. Si negative, yan. Then, ang gawin natin, let's put bracket. Okay. Tapos, lagyan natin ng negative to. Yan. Para mas makita natin. So, pag dinistribute natin to, x squared minus 3x, we will have negative 3x cubed. X squared times negative 5, we will have negative 5x squared. Okay. So, let me erase this one. Okay. So, we will have negative 5x squared all over x squared. Then, let's combine like terms. Negative 3x cubed minus 5x squared. Since this one class, opposite sign, so will that be equal to 0? So, natitira na lang ay si negative 1. Okay, let me change. Negative 1 all over x squared. So, this is our final answer. Okay, so let's have the multiplication. Let me copy it again. We have f of x is equal to x minus 1 all over x squared. G of x is equal to 1 over x, and our h of x is equal to 3x plus 5. Then let's do the multiplication. We have f times g times h of x is equal to f of x times g of x times h of x. Let's put them all together. Let's substitute. Okay. Lagyan na natin siya class ng denominator na 1. According to the rule of fraction, pag multiplication, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Okay, so unahin muna natin tong dalawang to. So, x minus 1 times 1. So, obviously, the answer there is x minus 1. X squared times x, we will have x cubed. Then, tsaka natin to class i-multiply. Okay, since FOIL method yung nasa taas. Okay. X times 3x, we will have 3x squared. X times 5, we will have positive 5x. Negative 1 times 3x, we will have negative 3x. Negative 1 times 5, we will have negative 5. Then, x cubed times 1, we will have x cubed. Okay, then let's simplify the numerator. We will get 3x squared plus 2x minus 5 all over x cubed. That is our final answer. Okay, let's have the last one. Let's have the division. So here we're going to f over g all over h. So we're going to divide them of x rather. Okay, of x. So f of x all over g of x all over h of x. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is divide muna natin sa f of x and g of x. So you have x minus 1 all over x squared divided by 1 all over x. Diba pag fraction class, ang gagawin natin, sulat ko sa ganito class para hindi tayo malito. Okay, so we have 1 over x. Diba kung sino yung nasa right side, i-reciprocal natin. Then pag reciprocal natin, reciprocal din natin yung operation. So we have x minus 1 all over x squared times x all over 1. So kung nakakita nyo dyan class, si x squared and x, diagonal class, meron silang common factor which is si x. So x divided by x, we will have 1. X divided by x squared, we will have x. Then you multiply. You will get x minus 1, since x minus 1 times 1 is equal to x minus 1 all over x squared. So if we get the quotient of x minus 1 all over x squared if we divide f of x and g of x. So, ayan ang isa nating class. So, x minus 1 all over x squared. So, ang natitira na lang is si h of x. So, all over 3x plus 5. So, i-rewrite lang din natin sila ulit class ang ganyung pattern para mas madali nating makita. So 3x plus 5 all over 1. Okay? Then, let me change the color. I-reciprocal natin yung nasa right side na fraction. We have 1 all over 3x plus 5. Reciprocal si operation. We will get x minus 1 times x, since wala silang common factor sa diagonal nila class, no? So, diretsuhin na natin. So, x minus 1 times 1, we will have x minus 1, x squared quantity, x squared times 3x plus 5, we will get x squared times 3x plus 5. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, so I hope you learned something for the operation on function. So you just have to do is to apply the concepts of your previous lesson on your high school, like yung fractions. You have to be familiar with the loss of exponent, and also be careful with the sign. Kasi pag mali tayo ng sign, mamamali na yung answer natin. So again, thank you very much and I hope you learn from this video. God bless everyone.